Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you the coolest AI agent you can make right now. So this is the agent. As you can see, it takes in an input, does some rich magic over here, calls the AI agent, which then has all these tools to call, and then sends back the message via Telegram. This could be any messaging platform, could be Slack, could be Gmail, maybe, could be WhatsApp if you have the patience to set up a WhatsApp API. Um, Telegram's just the easiest. Now, how this works is it takes in a Telegram message, it waits for a Telegram message. Then, when it receives a Telegram message, it checks if there is a document appended to it. If there is a document appended to it, then it will add the document ID as a subset of the message for the prompt we give the agent, just so that it can access the model ID, the document ID. Now, if it doesn't have a document, it just sends the message as the prompt. Now, the AI agent has a system message, which I just prompted with an LLM, and and I just prompted this with an LLM, as it is really tedious to write it all out by hand. But you could always, if you want finer control of every single detail, write it out by hand. Um, as you can see, I don't have a fallback model. You could add this if you wanted to make sure that you could access the model while you're away somewhere. Now the model has memory, which is connected to the chat ID, So every time you make a new chat, then the model memory is different. This is great because um because you don't want to have the same memory regardless of which chat. Now, the tools the AI agent has is the calculator tool, which is a built-in tool in N8N, just allowing the agent to do simple math calculations. The document text, which turns the document via the document ID, which we gave to the LLM, into a readable text, into text the LLM can process. Then we have the email agent, which gets anything, an email from a specified person or a specified email address. And then we have the reason for the prompt, self-explanatory. It's like a prompt made by an AI for an AI agent that sends emails. Simple, really. And then the chat ID iterated by one, because that's a simple way to make sure the ID is different for each chat, uh, but still have a different memory model than the main AI agent has, unless you want the main AI agent to have the same. The calendar agent, you define a prompt for the model that sets calendar data, and you set the chat ID, which is used for the simple memory, and then you just send the output of the agent to the Telegram, or to the specific chat ID. Now, how the document text node works is, when executed by another workflow, you take an input of document ID, it edits the document ID to set the document ID, because better safe than sorry. It gets the file from Telegram. It uses a Gemini model, which has a free API, which is always nice to extract the data from a binary file named data. So the data would come in a separate tab over here, and it will be called data. It's usually what it's always what it defaults to. And then it returns the text, which is part text. Um, you have to set a field at the end here, otherwise would return all outputs, meaning it would return content part row, finish row of the useless information that you wouldn't be using. Then you have the email agent, which you already know takes in the parameters email and reason, and then the chat ID, which is just used in the simple memory, and you give it access. This time I'm just using a simple Gemini Flash model as it's free, so and it's good enough for what you. If you want to be more safe, then use a GPT Pro or GPT 5 or a Gemini Pro. Um, so it sends. So this is a send message node, and which you just define to the subject and the message. The model defines that. Then the reply, which takes in a message ID, which the AI agent can get through the get many messages, and it uses a specific email as the filter for what messages it should get. Then you have the add label, so it AI could label if that's what you want, and the delete messages. If you don't want to risk it, you could delete this. You could not add this node, but LLMs usually don't make such large mistakes that it deletes something when it shouldn't have. And then the calendar agent, which is just like the Gmail agent, just with a little less nodes, with the event, and the summary is the title, the description is the description, um, and just a weird quote with the calendar. Uh, and then you have the create an event, the get many events. It uses the time to get the event, so that's helpful to know. And the update event, which uses the event ID, which you can use the get events, which you can use the get events um tool to work that out, and it returns the output of the agent, which is just a simple output. And that's basically how it works. I will be leaving a download to all of these files in the description if you like that. Um, you could just use free Gemini models for everything. You don't have to use a Gemini 5, Gemini 5, GPT-5, sorry. But it is recommended to use a smarter model, but it doesn't really matter too much. Now, just a quick demonstration of how this works. Um, let's just send an email to the email I linked to the N8 agent with the subject, what are you doing on Wednesday? Yes. Wonderful spelling. Oh, and then Let's have drinks on. There we go. Now we have something to work off. So get the email from from uh, but okay. There we go. The model is now learning. It is working really hard. It's gonna call the Gmail agent in a second. There we go. Then the email is going to return. Maybe it's gonna call the calendar agent to check if I have anything on Wednesday, or it's just gonna respond to me, and or it's just gonna respond automatically. That also works. If you would like to be more specific, you probably should be more specific. But there we have it. And um, yeah, we should have started. There we go. It's running again. Yes, I love watching money drain from my wallet. I'm just kidding. It's actually not that expensive. I think you only need about $5 every month, and then you could run this agent fairly regularly. Not every second, but fairly regularly. And there we go. And there we have it. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.